The father-in-law says casually, "Eldest daughter-in-law, we spent half the day looking for this place before we finally found your house." The eldest daughter-in-law says politely, "Dad, younger brother and sister-in-law, you're here? Come on in and have a seat first." The father-in-law says seriously, "The compensation money for the village land has finally arrived. Yesterday, I received $151,000. I gave $100,000 to your younger brother. I kept $50,000 for myself." Holding a bundle of cash, he tosses it toward them and says arrogantly, "And this $1,000 is for you. Does anyone have any objections to my decision?" The eldest daughter-in-law says respectfully, "We have no objections to how you divided the money, Dad. Since younger brother's family is truly struggling, we don't even want this $1,000. The father-in-law says proudly, "See, I always said your sister-in-law is very understanding, and my younger son has booked a party at a 5-star hotel, so we're heading there now." The eldest daughter-in-law says seriously, "There's something I'd like to say to all of you." The younger daughter-in-law says mockingly, "Big sister-in-law, don't tell me you're thinking about coming along to enjoy a free meal with us." The father-in-law says dismissively, "Eldest daughter-in-law, there's no need for you to come with us." The eldest daughter-in-law says firmly, "1 minute, Dad. Whether you go to a 5-star hotel or anywhere else, I really don't care." The father-in-law says impatiently, "What is it you want to say? Hurry up." The eldest daughter-in-law says coldly, "You should pack your things. You've always favored your younger son, so from now on you should go live with him. We have done everything we could for this family. I can't keep pretending that nothing is wrong anymore." The father-in-law says angrily, "Eldest daughter-in-law, are you kicking me out of the house? I'm your father-in-law. I'm getting old now. I need someone to take care of me. How can you speak to me like this after all these years? Have you forgotten that we are family?" The eldest daughter-in-law says emotionally, "Has anyone ever cared about us all these years? Isn't your older son your son too? Our company is on the verge of bankruptcy. The house has been mortgaged. The car has been sold. Our lives have become incredibly difficult. Have you ever once thought about helping us? Every burden has fallen on our shoulders alone. We kept waiting for your support, but it never came." The father-in-law says defensively, "How is that my fault? You brought this on yourselves. You had 2 daughters, and on top of that, your husband is bedridden." The eldest daughter-in-law says sadly, "Dad, do you know why our family is in this situation today? If my husband hadn't risked his life to save his younger brother, who would be the one lying in bed today? But you took our share of the money and gave it to your younger son. You've always favored sons. But aren't my daughters your son's children too? They are your granddaughters, yet you've never treated them the same way. Not once did you think about their future or their education. Tell me, Dad, have you ever truly been fair to this family?" The father-in-law says impatiently, "Eldest daughter-in-law, stop bringing up old matters. Besides, if an older brother sacrifices for his younger brother, what's so unusual about that? You're making a bigger issue out of this than it needs to be." The eldest daughter-in-law says hopefully, "The doctor said that if the treatment continues, one day my husband will be able to stand on his own feet again." The younger son says dismissively, "Dad, there's no point arguing with them. The food at the hotel is probably getting cold. Let's leave and stop wasting our time here." Just then, a secretary rushes in and says urgently, Sir, I'm sorry to bother you." The older son stands up on his own feet and says calmly, "Wow, what is it?" The secretary says excitedly, "Sir, the remaining payment for our $30 million project with Elite Group has just been transferred." After the secretary leaves, the father says relievedly, "Son, thank goodness you've recovered. I've been so worried about you." The son says firmly, "I heard everything you just said. I don't want to be disrespectful, but after hearing your words, it feels like I'm not even your son." The father says nervously, "What kind of thing are you saying?" The son says coldly, I don't want to say anything disrespectful, but you can leave our house now. Never take someone's sacrifices for granted. A family stays strong when love, fairness, and gratitude are given to all children equally. Do you think the father-in-law treated his older son fairly? Why or why not?